Fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell out before you blow up a plane.
Basha K. Ali!
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what, good thing to say, I dabbled in stand-up or something. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when the ass takes off his shirt. I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean. Oh, welcome to later in the afternoon, not in the morning. It's 12:40 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. Hello, hello. Coming to you in a bathing suit. That's right. It's still summer. Up in Callicoon, New York, live from the beautiful Villa Roma Resort, and I'm coming to the pool. I'm sweating already. It's been a minute and 45 seconds, and I'm sweating already. But hello, guys. I know it's been way too long. It's been way too long since I've streamed or checked in. The member stream is tonight. If you are a gold member of my YouTube channel, the member stream for that is tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Join me. The link is posted in my YouTube community tab. So yeah, what's up, guys? There are a bunch of old people here. You're me, of course. So yeah, hi guys. Hi. I came here to see Venti in a bikini. I wish. I also want to see Venti. Believe me, more than anybody. But she lives in Texas, so unfortunately, you won't be seeing that today. Oh yeah, why did people keep saying I would look like Lois Griffin? This is not a compliment. This is me with shorter hair. Yeah, it's having long hair in summer is like, it's kind of a pain in the ass. It feels like there's a scar all the time. Hello, Black Sun. With shorter hair, you'll make a good Lois Griffin. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for Halloween time. Hi, chat. We had a good Friday Night Tights last night. We had Drew Hernandez as a special guest. The boys broadcasted from Vegas. Anybody in the chat, did you guys go to the FNT meetup in Vegas? If you did, how was it? I don't know. Maybe don't tell me. I'm already FOMOing so hard. I'm already like missing it. Rain is headed my way. Yeah, I'm not sure like what degree in the light to be in. Hi. It's like I'm in the light. I'm out of the light. Maybe I'll just keep hoisting my bathing suit up. Yeah, the Vegas meetup for FNT was this week. I think they're still hanging out, but they were live from a really nice studio last night. I think it was called Sticky Paws Studio out there in Vegas. Really professional. The guys looked great. It was Core Black, Nerdrotic, obviously Gary. Ryan was there. X-Ray Girl was there. Jeremy had driven, I guess he drove like 20-something hours back to Florida. So he was not at the studio. He Skyped in from home. Yeah, I said Quarter Black. Comics division was out there. So yeah, they looked so good in that studio. I hope eventually FNT can operate out of a studio like that, because it makes all the difference. It looks so professional. They sounded great. I miss them. So hopefully, I'll definitely be at the Orlando meetup, which is October 30th. And it coincides with Content House. Yes. I do have some shows coming up. I tell you guys. I don't know if you're in the Texas area and the Philly area, but got a lot of good shows coming up, stand-up shows. I think Gary's actually coming to the Austin show, so that's really exciting. Hello, look at the shows. I'm headlining in Austin at Cap City Comedy Club, also working on an InfoWars appearance at around that time. Then I'm headlining in Philly Wednesday, September 14th at the Helium Comedy Club. Then I got 2 shows in Springfield, New Jersey at Scotty's Pub and Comedy Cove. My buddy Kevin Dombrowski will be at these shows as well. Then I'm headlining in Bridgeport, Connecticut at the Stress Factory Thursday, September 22nd. Then off to New Orleans to do 4 shows at the Comedy House, New Orleans, Friday, September 30th and Saturday, October 1st. Then we got Comedians of the Compound at the Orlando Improv. This show is going to be amazing. It's on Thursday, October 27th. Me, Anthony Cumia, Gino Bisconti with his freshly healed face, I hope, Lila Hart, and Alex Stein, 99, Primetime on the Grind show as well. Then we are kicking off our second content house from Orlando, Florida. We're finalizing guests. We're really figuring out like what equipment we need to bring, what we need to buy down there. So me and Frank are meeting with our tech guy on Monday to go over some more details. But I'm so thrilled. I'm so excited. And we got I think we got a decent sponsor for the whole thing. So put on some sunblock. Yeah, my whole back. I did my face and my chest because I kind of don't care about my back. Nobody's looking at it. You know what I mean? But yeah, maybe I should spray myself down a little bit. But I'm very excited about these shows. Come to a show. Get tickets for the shows at ChrissieMayr.com. Additionally, I don't have this on my website, but we are doing a Compound Media Censored TV collaboration on November 10th in New York City. Location to be determined because that's what Censored dislikes to do, not tell people their venues till the very last minute, because there are some people who want to cancel, who would try to cancel us. So I understand that. Go to ChrissieMayr.com for tickets. What's up, Epic Mike? I feel like I need to follow up with you about something. I feel like I owe you a show or something. Just get back of the swing of things. I think I'm going to be doing a show with Critical Drinker this week coming up, so very excited about that. We're going to be going over She-Hulk. She-Hulk was a hot mess. It was really, I don't know how anybody could have enjoyed that show. I also don't know who that show is for, who they are trying to get to be fans, because it's not for existing fans. They want to alienate existing fans, and if it's for new fans, why are we messing with She-Hulk? Just create a new thing. NVIDIA for 5. Suit Ms. Cabinet. NVIDIA, I owe you a... I need to talk about Discord stuff. It's been hella busy. I don't know. Yes. What's up, guys? There's so much going on. Is it too early to drink? It's 12:48. I don't think it's that early. Andrew Hoyle, Jimber. Thanks, Andrew. Awesome. Oh, really? Single, middle-aged career women that say, I don't need no man, and where have all the good men gone? Yeah, it definitely seems the cat owning community. Oh, God. There's been so much news happening. This, I think, is great because I'm always like, let's check in on Andrew Cuomo. What is he up to? Oh, he's hiding in shame. Andrew Cuomo is hiding in shame. He is running out there in the Hamptons. Andrew Cuomo hiding in shame but plotting to return to politics. Oh, really? How would he do that? How would he possibly do that? This is coming to you straight out of Southampton. In just 1 year, Andrew Cuomo has gone from being the most powerful governor in the country and at one time the ubiquitous hero of the 2020 pandemic. God, whoever thought that? Only idiots. are in the Hamptons. I think he's ashamed. He's embarrassed and he doesn't want to deal with the questions and the looks and responses he might get. He's a bit of a hermit, Kara Hinton, who was Cuomo's press secretary from 95 to 99 and has accused him of an unwanted sexual advance, told the Post. So why is this woman talking to the press on his... I guess, I guess she can't let go. Other sources say that any shame he may have stems from more of the anger he feels about losing his job unfairly, he believes. And so he'd rather lose it poorly. He fucked up the pandemic response than the sexual harassment. Got it. He didn't want to lose it over groping women. But did he want to lose his job over killing a bunch of people? I don't know. He feels it was unfair. He regrets not fighting for it harder. They also speculated it's fueling Cuomo from the public eye. Yeah, no, he's possibly come back at the end of his grope. That's great. I love the Post. He won't show his face anywhere, a longtime hamster who knows the Cuomo family said last week. Chris Cuomo's disgraced younger about all the time. Matt Lauer did grosser things, and you see him around all the time. I guess all these people go to the Hamptons. That's where they disappear to. But not Andrew. The feeling is that he has a lot of shame over what happened, and he's hiding. Yeah, he was writing a book. He was flying high. That's what these politicians, when they feel like they're untouchable, they act like nothing can ever bring them down. Although Cuomo, 64, has in campaign finance money and insiders say he hasn't given up on politics, he's also still officially homeless after leaving the executive mansion in Albany, where he lived for 11 years. Damn, 11 years? That's too fun. For much of his time in office, he also lived in a... Really? He lived in Westchester? Did you know that Andrew Cuomo lived in Westchester? He lived in a Westchester home with his then girlfriend, Sandra Lee. Cuomo announced August 4th, 2021, after a sexual harassment report from the New York Attorney General's office that had him facing impeachment. But an upstate district attorney's office dropped any criminal investigation. Shouldn't he be happy for that? Insiders say the former governor resents what happened to him and regrets not staying and fighting for his job, although his impeachment seemed to be a done deal. As Governor Cuomo has always said, he did not sexually harass anyone, and 5 different district attorneys who independently reviewed the allegations refused to move forward against him. At the same time, the AG submitted evidence of the perjury, blackmail, witness tampering, and inconsistent testimony in his sham probe. Cuomo spokesman as a party told the Post. Are these women he molested? These analysts on the left accused Cuomo of sexually harassing her while she worked in... I would just say, don't work for any politician. Don't work for anyone with possibly getting sexually harassed. Just be accepted as part of the job. It's part of being a woman in the workforce. That hits the spot. Okay. Fox meteorologist Janice Dean on the right said Cuomo thinks of himself as the victim in his scandals, as all narcissists do. Cuomo insiders told the Post that Andrew splits his time between the Hamptons, where he crashes with his brother Chris in Sag Harbor, or with longtime pal Dr. Jeffrey Sachs in Southampton, Westchester, where his sister Maria Cuomo Cole lives, and Manhattan, where he stays. So he's bumping around the Hamptons, Manhattan, Westchester. He's not destitute. It's not he's not on the street performing for change. It's like he's bouncing around. Stays with relatives or friends. Sounds like he's having a great summer. He's also been seeing a 50-ish woman who lives in the Southampton area, the Post is told. But except for a few brief sightings, hanging with his old friend Billy Joel at his waterfront Hamptons estate over the July 4th weekend. He's having a summer. Or reportedly helping a stalled motorist in East Hampton last week. He's been MIA this summer. I mean, are you really MIA when you're rich enough and you can afford to have everything brought to you by other people? He's hiding in a gas station or something. Although he did tweet a surprising dig at the Department of Justice on August 9th, trashing them for the raid at Mar-a-Lago, the home of his longtime nemesis Donald Trump. Whose house is this? Is this this is Chris's house here. Chris Cuomo. Hasn't seen much before that either, except for what happened. What appeared to be carefully curated appearances like dining out in Manhattan with Mayor Eric Adams or speaking out at churches in Brooklyn and the Bronx. Yeah, he's having a summer. He doesn't really need, he has enough money to live. Like, why would he need to be doing anything? Insiders say he is not likely to go into the May focus on another state, city, or congressional political run. No, that's not going to happen. I think he's just saying that to seem like not like such a loser right now. As the party pushed back against the idea that Cuomo is hiding out in shame. Anyone saying, is he hiding or is he just living like a regular rich person? Like he doesn't need to be in the public eye all the time. Anyone saying that doesn't know Andrew Cuomo. He said he's living his best life, speaks up when he has something to say. And whenever he's out and about, he's mobbed by New Yorkers who appreciate his contributions and can't believe what happened to him. Because he's out in the Hamptons with other rich people who probably like their lives are not really affected very much by bad leaders. And rich people, rich people just want to kiss the asses of other rich elites. That's all it is. It's celebrity sex. A veteran Democratic operative who worked for both Andrew and his father, three-term New York Governor Mario Cuomo, compared Cuomo and his circle to a club of Disney villains. Look, he's just like you. He fishes on a yacht. Look at us. SAG Club. Just living, just hiding out at the Sag Harbor Yacht Club. Melissa DeRosa was the ice queen, the operative said of Cuomo's longtime powerful top aide. Andrew, oh my God, bees are landing on me. Andrew was Jafar, the evil guy from Aladdin, who's been brainwashed, who's been banished to the Cave of Wonders, spending all his time trying to come back. This is his life now. It's what he goes to bed thinking about. He's plotting and planning to reemerge. He's keeping score on everything. Yeah, because these narcissists, they be the center of attention. There's no, he's not like thinking about what he did wrong. He's like, oh, how can in the public eye? How can I be famous again? But that scares some of the women who say he sexually harassed them. I'm still afraid of him. Anna List told the Post. Now 36, she worked in the governor's office for 2 years as a policy aide before leaving in 2015 and was the third woman to accuse him of sexual harassment last year. 8 more women would eventually come forward with similar accusations. Oh, he's also dined at Manhattan hotspots with Mayor Eric Adams. There's something nefarious and American Psycho and borderline personality about him. Of course, you don't get into politics of sound mind and you're, comfortable with yourself. I'm afraid for it to negatively impact my career. Even to this day, I have to fight feelings of waking up because I will pay a price for it, she said. At one point, I even wondered if I should move up to Wyoming to get out from under the shadow. He's not really he's not a people person. He only wants to be around people who say yes to him, says Hinton, who wrote a book, Penis Politics, in which, this is a real book, Penis Politics. I'm going to read this. I'm putting this on my summer reading list. In which she accused Cuomo of bullying and sexual harassment. Unlike Andrew, his younger brother, Chris, 52, has been out since being fired from his reported $6 million per year anchor perch at CNN. Wow, CNN's really collapsing. Chris is out. Now Brian Stelter is out. The whole thing should just implode. And he lost his job after it came out that he advised Andrew during his sexual misconduct scandal. Also covered for him a ton. Oh, this is a picture. He showed up at God's Battalion of Prayer Church in Brooklyn in March saying God isn't finished with me yet. Okay. Do you want a prize for showing up at a church once? He drives his pickup truck most mornings from his isolated bayfront compound outside Sag Harbor. Yeah, he's really roughing it. Where Andrew is get off the grindstone on Main Street or Jack Stir. Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's in hiding if he's out getting coffee. Chris, who launched a and will join News Nation and anchor this fall. Oh, really? Oh, that's a mega downgrade. Also, often at the Sag Harbor boatyard where he keeps his boat, but despite Andrew's recent photo of the two brothers out fishing, a boatyard worker says he rarely sees the disgraced ex-governor. I mean, he worked. I don't think the type of person who's working at a boatyard really like is keeping track of like. I don't know. I think you're not going to be like as concerned with like celeb sightings. Maybe he just doesn't care or he's not looking. Still, the man is not in hiding. The man knows exactly what he's doing. Friend, the Reverend Alfred Cockfield II, whose East Flatbush Church is where the former governor made his first post-resignation public appearance last March, railing about he'd been a victim of cancel culture. Oof. I miss the good old days when you could sexually harass consequences. Ups and downs. This is a long article. Downs, we've been friends through it all, Cockfield added. You may not see a lot of him, but it's only because he's figuring out his next move. He's resilient. I would not count that man out. Indeed, Cuomo scored a big win last week when an Albany County court ruled that a now defunct state ethics watchdog overstepped his authority by ordering him to surrender the $5.1 million he received from a controversial book deal inked while he was still in office. Oh, that's the book where he like made all of his secretaries like write it for him. Like Cuomo was strong, and a lot of people liked that. Basil Smikle, the former executive director of the state Democratic Party, told the Post, "I don't see that in Kathy Hochul. Ugh, nobody likes Hochul. Not everyone wants to admit it now, but he was there for an awful lot of people during the worst of COVID, and it meant a lot to them." Yeah, I just feel like that was his job. Oh, this is Fox News meteorologist Janice Dean has demanded an investigation into former Governor Andrew Cuomo controversial. Yeah. Independent bipartisan subpoena power into the nursing home deaths. Yeah. They want people to forget about that. Oh, this is Billy Joel's house where he stayed for 4th of July. This is in Sag Harbor. Look at all the boat floats attached to the house. Billy Joel. It's good to be friends with Billy Joel. Some of the people, including a female Democratic Party activist of more than 50 years, said she remains a fierce supporter of Cuomo. But I remember after he lost his hair salon in White Plains, and these ladies were they were like, we love Cuomo. Like, not that they came off harassment, but they were kind of like, big deal. So he touched a few girls. Get over it. They didn't think he should have lost his job over that. Sure, he can be a bastard, she said. I don't care. Who is this saying? This is a female Democratic Party activist. What's her name, though? Oh, she didn't go on record. A bastard, she said. I don't care. He saved people's lives during that pandemic. Whoa, how brainwashed do you have to be to actually feel that way? He was out getting beds. He flew to confront Trump. Man, how brainwashed can you be? He kept the morale of the world up during a time. I had friends texting me from overseas telling me that he was their lifeline. I think he was set up and taken out. That may be. But if he was like motivating you during the pandemic, you're fucking out of touch. He's a politician. You shouldn't be looking to politicians like to wholly and fully motivate you. Others are disgusted by the decision to let Cuomo keep the money from the book and by what they see as a lack of remorse and contrition for his notorious handling of the nurse. Yes, he never really apologized for that. Of the nursing home deaths from COVID. Oh, this is Jeffrey Sachs. While developer Andrew Farkas with Ashley Mayland Harris with the former governor at his house. All right, who cares? These are his friends. We understood the lifetime pandemic, said Janice Dean, a senior meteorologist at the Fox News channel who lost both her elderly in-laws to COVID as a result of what she termed Cuomo's killer nursing home order. His March of 2020 policy sent COVID positive patients into nursing homes for 45 days. Yeah, this isn't like, oops, once in a lifetime pandemic. Nobody knew what to do. It's like, no, you let this go on for 45 straight days. This is the result of many conscious bad decisions on his part. He thought the hospitals were going to be overrun. He didn't have a place to put this. We get that. Had he just been talked to us, we would have forgiven him, but instead he capitalized on his popularity book and won an Emmy. What fucking idiot would give him an Emmy for barely doing his job during the pandemic? But to this day, he's never apologized, Dean told the Post. I think it is really a psychological trait of his that he doesn't apologize. Yes, this is what narcissists do. They don't apologize. He seems to think nothing he did is a mistake and everyone else is to blame. He is the victim here, both of the nursing home deaths and the allegations. Yeah, man, this is classic narcissism. I've ignored the chat for a minute. Hold on, let me go through this. And that's the thing. He can't handle being out of the public eye, so he's plotting a comeback. Because he's like, I don't know what to do if I'm not the center of attention. Yes, the Golden Grays tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. New York is very forgiving. Yeah, and it's super blue. Anybody who cares them is mostly out of the state, and the people that remain have to out of family obligations or their kids or whatever. Okay, I'm just scrolling. I'm doing this on my laptop, so bear. My life is so hard. Black Sun. Some dude just touched the back of your head. Really? Maybe there was a bee on it. There's a lot of bees down here. Brandon Muse, thank you for 20. Leak your next special. White supremacist. An hour of fat shaming people that tried canceling your shows will alert the press and attack articles will come out. Then you release your real special. Troll complete. That's a great idea. That's a really great idea. Just no matter whatever my next special is, just troll in a way that would highlight it. So smart. He was part of my marketing team. Philip J.Y. Thank you for the super sticker. Andrew Hoyle is a new member. Thanks, Andrew. I wonder if I'll see you tonight on the member stream. Same with California. Yeah. Okay. Democratic Assemblyman Ron Kim, whose uncle died of corona in a nursing home, was famously on the receiving end of the Cuomo temper in February of 2021 after he said the then governor called him at home and threatened to destroy him. See, these people are fucking mentally ill. They don't actually care if they're doing a good job. It's just they do what they have to do to stay in power. If he didn't help contain the damage over the administration's cover-up of the nursing home deaths. Oh, okay. He would destroy him if he didn't help cover it up. If he'd recognized mistakes were made and come clean, the public would have forgiven him, Kim told the Post last week. Instead, he lied and covered it up. He wanted to control the narrative and his image. Yep, absolutely. That's what happened. Ugh. A longtime Cuomo advisor who also knew Andrew's father, three-term Governor Mario Cuomo, said that Andrew's sometimes threatening persona is how he was able to push through key legislation such as legalizing gay marriage, raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, and a number of tough gun control laws. Sometimes threatening persona. One person's bully is another person's hero, the longtime advisor told the Post. Dramatic, crushing sense. Oh man, my neck is sweating. Hold on. There's a crushing sense of where he was and how it ended, for good and bad. Yeah, this is a man who wants to control every aspect of his public image, and it ended no control over. For good and bad, the success and failures of Andrew Cuomo are wed together intimately. He has a certain kind of personality that allows him to get big things done. Yeah, vaguely threatening, someone said. He's also capable of self-reflection and changing course. Yeah, but is he doing that? He's done so before. He hasn't been taken down by this, and he is not hanging his head in shame. I'm confident he'll be back. All associates of his and public relations that he's out into the world being like, hey, can you speak well about me? Can you, on my behalf, go out and be like, oh, he's capable of change. Oh, it's just personality. Oh, well, he's been hiding in shame. It's like, no, he's just ordering these people out to speak well of him, to chum the water, see what the reception is, to see if he can make a comeback. Politics is fucking gross. Like, nobody good is trying to get into politics. The people who should be in power don't seek it. This guy was a textbook example of Icarus flying too close to the sun, the veteran Democratic Party operative told the Post. He was flying so high, fucking narcissist. On TV every day, he goes national. People are calling themselves Cuomo-sexuals. The zeitgeist hates Trump, and they're running for president. Oh, yeah. This guy thought he was untouchable. But he gets too close to the sun, knowing he has tremendous weaknesses, a bad relationship with the press, and with his peers in state government, and even on the federal level. When you run into a problem in government, your friends in the government will give you some runway to work it out. But when you only make enemies and you have no friends, you've got no runway. He hit the sun and blazed out. Yeah, because he's a narcissist. That's why he does friends in government. Like the article just said, he only has yes people around him. A number of people interviewed by the Post for this story knew Mario Cuomo as well as Andrew. If his dad were alive, the first thing he did was that he loves him. Who cares? Said another Democratic Party veteran, politician, and civic leader who worked with both Cuomos. And he'd tell him to focus on the future in an intelligent way. Do something intelligent for the people and forget about the past. Lucky for him, he still has his 90-year-old mother, Matilda. She is. You shouldn't be getting advice from anybody 90 years old. She is always positive and upbeat and supportive. A source said that Andrew has always had big shoes to fill when it came to his father. Now in exile from the public life, he is literally wearing his pop's shoes. Oh, God. He walks in his father's shoes. I've seen it, he said. They're black wingtip shoes. They give him... Oh, God. What a freaking puff piece. This is a fluff job right here. That's so sad. That's like, I almost regret reading through this whole freaking article. He's hiding in shame. Please forgive Andrew Cuomo. He's the victim. Ugh. I hope he trips and falls into a ditch. Henrik Syverstein. You should check out Disaffected Podcast. Josh talks about media and politics through a psychological lens. So many personality disorders. Ooh, that sounds really interesting. See, I don't know whether to be fully in the sun or be able to see. Okay, we'll check them out. Henrik. Norwegian. Cuomo-sexual is the thing ever. I can't even imagine someone using that term unironically. A time where I thought I had come up with the term Cuomo-sexual. I could see how people think Chris Cuomo is cute. I don't understand how anybody was saying that about Andrew. He looks like an old glove. He looks like an old baseball mitt. Yeah. I'm concerned too, Tampa guy. I'm always concerned when they are second-generation politicians. That's why term limits are so important. Yeah, in Obama's third term right now. Everyone knows. It's pretty obvious. And when you keep it within the same couple of families, that's when things get squirrely. People get drunk on power. They start losing focus. Thank you, Undead George Washington. See, I wish the rest of the zombie former presidents would be like you. Simple way. Thank you. Okay. Do I need to get into the pool? Yes. Okay, you guys see how ridiculous that article was from Not the Batman. Andrew Cuomo was capable of big things like killing 100,000 seniors in retirement homes. It's so sad. Like, how do we make Andrew Cuomo look good again without accountability for what he did? Not apologizing for sexually harassing these women, not apologize for killing all these homes, not apologize for like him being such a freaking narcissist during the pandemic, a book, making his staff help him write a book. And now what did he, I forget if it said they made him give the money back or not. Ugh, Cuomo's are gay. Thank you. Oh my god, looking hot. Thank you. I did some makeup. We're at the pool here, so I'll give you a sense of what it's like here. This place was hopping. This place peaked in the 90s, and before but a lot of casinos, I guess casinos came into this area. It's just, this is a place that has made no updates since then. There is a main building to my right here. I'll show you. I don't know if you can. Can you even see? You can't really see. It's behind those trees. Anyway, there's a main building here, and half of it burnt down because there's a lot of Orthodox or Hasidic. I can't even tell the difference. There's a lot of Jews in this area. They have dumps nearby, and we always see them walking alongside the road because their cars are always breaking down, which is fine. Like, everyone's on what they want to spend money on. It just seems like these certain types of, like, yeah, I think they want to keep all their money for their people. They don't really spend it on like clothes or looking attractive or keeping their cars. It's fine. To each their own. But we always see them walking alongside the road, head to toe, black dresses, probably sweating their balls off. Anyway, so these Jews came to Villa Roma a few years ago, I guess for Passover, like sometime for Passover. Whatever. These Jews had burnt down half of this building. They had some sort of snafu in the kitchen, and a lot of this building burnt down. And it was sad because a lot of people that grew up here, their kind of nostalgia is ruined because it changed the whole, when they rebuilt it, it changed the whole look of the main building. I guess they had these nice balconies that came down, these nice staircases that came down that they didn't rebuild. They just kind of built it back, not better. So that's probably been the only update. And the last few years, people have been like talk of, is it being like bought out by somebody? If so, who? When is it happening? Are they making changes? And people feel like their suggestions are like going into a black hole. But it has so much. The grounds are not very. There's a lot of pools, but you're like, oh, there's always something wrong. Like the hot tub is overflowing, or there's not enough water. You hate to always like complain, but you, as an adult, you see like, oh, these some of these things could be kind of easily fixed. So it's got a lot of potential. It's delightful. Yeah, yes, NVIDIA. Basically, the Jews ruined everything. That is the story of Villa Roma. You nailed it. But we can't say that because then it sounds, people don't hear it right. Cuomo did get to keep the $5 million from the book. What a freaking douchebag. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, he's hiding in Hamptons. No, nobody's hiding in shame in the Hamptons. You know where you go to hide in shame? Astoria, Queens, or Bridgeport, Connecticut. You don't hide in the Hamptons. No, there's no oysters. It's okay. We got. You guys want to watch me eat some clams? Some
Mukbang.
room temperature clams. Note, filing cabinet. Remind me to check out the Disaffected podcast. I wish I had I should have brought my little light so I wouldn't be so backlit. Yes, ultra Orthodox are the ones that wear all black. Yeah. Imagine you're an Orthodox Jew and you're like, I just want to start a TikTok account and do dances. Like, imagine you're like, I'm an Orthodox, but I really want to like start a makeup line or like be an influencer. That it must be very tough for those people because it seems like from an outsider's perspective that you are forbidden from being attractive in any way, shape, or form. You can't even get close. You can't than anybody else. You're like a bunch of penguins, except you're walking alongside of the road in the summer. Penguins, flightless birds, except you're Jews without a working car. I'm sure the whatever works for Bash, and I don't know what it's like, and they're making a blast, and they're just getting hammered every night, and they play with each other's curls. I don't know what they're doing. But I know the only thing I do know that they spend money on are these big furry hats. Like they have these big hats. They have a special like haberdasher, a special like Jewish haberdasher that they all go to. And these hats cost like $1,000 and they wear that on their head. And what I noticed a lot when I was like living in the city is that you'd see a lot of the kids like they were in because there'd be the bars outside the windows in like Brooklyn, and they'd like sort of try to stick their faces like almost like they're like help, but who knows, maybe they're in there having a blast, but they'd be kind of holding onto the bars in the window, and that would be like their only oxygen. But maybe it's good. Like maybe the Orthodox Jewish kids are not like, oh, turn on Coco Melon because they don't even know what it is. Maybe they're not like, I have a bird scooter. No, because they don't even know what that is. Maybe it makes it easier. I don't know. I bet they're hot though. I bet they're sweating their balls off. And it's like you don't see them out at concerts. You don't see them out at bars.
Not many are overweight.
Not many, but true. That is a plus. Not many of them are over sweating. What do they eat? Does anybody know any Orthodox Jews?
Pita bread, right?
Pita bread. I don't see them in line at Dunkin' Donuts. They're just not. I guess I waste a lot of money on Dunkin' Donuts.
I didn't care when it went from Dunkin' Donuts to Dunkin'.
No, I have no opinion on, like, say, Baskin Robbins and who did they merge with? They probably have no opinion about. It probably makes life a lot easier when you're not like worried about buying stuff. You're not worried about being attractive. You don't have to go out there and like find a man and like put out the vibe at a bar. You just have to be like, all right, which cousin is available? Or like, however they do it. They have to worry about their wigs. That would be a pain. Again, in summer, thing where they can't show their hair. It's only my computer's not charging. Oh, well. Yeah, maybe their mate is like predetermined. Plug me? I don't know. No, I'm at 28%. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't turned on. Great. But I'm sure the wigs are very hot in the summer. See, I wonder if he needs the plug now. Doc. All right. My computer might be dying soon. And the hornet crawling across my camera. Great. I'm sure the wigs are very hot during the summer and they're sliding off and they probably don't look great. But that's the thing is like they're not worried about looking great. What a relief. Honestly, I'm a little jealous. Like imagine the money I would save being an Orthodox Jew. You're not like, oh man, I need to buy new bras. You're probably like, no one's looking. Nobody cares. is probably a relief. Cecil's in the chat. Yeah, it is similar to Amish, and they study the Torah. They're not worried about Trump, probably. NVIDIA. These Orthodox Jews sound like real downers, shaking my head.
Doc might come by and say hello to the stream.
Oh, good. Cecil. Hey, Chrissy, looking good. Thanks for making a shitty day at the gym go by quicker. Oh, Cecil. I hope you guys are okay. I don't like when my friends are beefing. Cecil, you want to jump in? I'm going to send you an invite. I hope I get sunburnt. I kind of want to get sunburnt today. Is that weird?
Why don't you eat your clams and I'll walk around with
Oh, eat my clams, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to send this to Cecil. See, Twitter, I keep forgetting all this to you. All right, Cecil, if you can hear me, I'm emailing you a link to jump in if you want. Sent. All right. Whoops. Jump in, Cecil. Wait, what is this in reference to, Admiral? You'd use your black card to buy groceries in person at Trader Joe's. What does that even mean? There was a guy, a fan, who said to me during the live stream in Boston because he said he looked at how he looked on camera and it was a wake-up call. He said that appearing on the live stream was his rock. He realizes he needs to lose weight now. I said, thank you. Philip JY, thanks for the super sticker. I don't know if I mentioned that before. Nina's here. Oh yeah, Nina Infinity. Yeah, the pool is there's one that way, and there's a kiddie pool, and there's a hot tub that like dead behind me that way. That way. Okay. Do you want me to eat this, or do you want me to walk around? What's going on? Maddie Bush drew Jew transition. I don't know. Would I be good? Would the Jews accept me? You guys want? We got some filing cabinet was sweet enough to get me some clams. I should eat them before they get hot. Oh, I'm gonna get clam juice on my laptop. The great news is that they're keto. Did they have little like horseradish? Ugh. Did I put something in here?
Base sprinkles.
Put something on it? Yeah.
I didn't even ask.
It's so hot. I don't like them hot. It's too hot. It's way too hot. I might have to like wash those clams. I have to wash my clams because they're too hot. They're too spicy. Yeah, maybe some cocktail sauce. Matt G. Cecil needs a mod wrench in this chat. Yes. How do I do that? My clams are too hot. Did you put something hot in the sauce, or is it plain? Okay, I don't want to put more hot things on this though because it's already too hot. Is there regular sauce?
Yeah. I mean, this isn't hot anymore. Mine is hot. This is like.
Yeah, I want not hot.
It's not hot.
Not hot. Oh wow, it's been 49 minutes, and I only talked about one news article. Oh, sometimes the light hits you and you look like horrible. That clam was lemony. You guys want to see my clam? Only clams. Oh god, I just dripped clam juice into my laptop. Ugh. Gross. I gotta jump this out. Is there a napkin over there? No. Okay. Not prepared to eat here. All right. Well, what's your bathing suit?
I don't care. We'll light it with something or not.
A towel would be probably better. Something that absorbs liquid. Hey, everyone, calm down. We'll be back at the gym next week. Enough already. Madonna, so you should be a shoo-in. Okay. I'll never get the smell out of the laptop. My laptop smells like clams, but not for the reason you think. Easy food to eat. They're a little messy. You gotta bite them. Ugh, I have clam juice in my crotch. What's nice about seafood, it's not filling, but it takes so long to eat that you think you're getting full. Yeah. NVIDIA, my God. You shouldn't have. Damn, girl. Thanks for the 50. For the new laptop fund. Maybe I could sell this one. I could be like, look, gently use clam juice. Thanks, NVIDIA. Oh, goodness. This is so freaking hilarious. This InfoWars article. When is the Drinker collab? Thursday at 4. I'm not sure if it'll be live or pre-taped. That's why Chinese buffets have a time limit. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I can feel my back getting burnt. Woo, summer. And woman who complained about transgender rugby players, 16-year-old girls. Did you know that both of the people in this picture are women? I bet that wasn't obvious to you, but that's the case. After a biological male in his 30s who identifies as a trans woman was allowed to compete in the Gaelic soccer final against 16-year-olds complained about it, had their accounts banned by Twitter. The person in question, Giulia Valentino, is a who moved to Dublin from Italy and it's called Reinventing. Moved from Dublin to Italy and has previously advocated sport. How confuse people to compete. I'm like, I feel like saying this word gets you dinged on. To compete, as well as complaining about not being able to use female changing. Good Lord. As the image above shows, Valentino clearly has an unfair physical advantage over the female players, yet was allowed to compete anyway for Na Gael Archa, which describes itself as Ireland's first explicitly LGBTQ inclusive. All right, if it's a LGBTQ, then what do you expect? Like, if I'm a lesbian participating in a club that allows trans people, like, okay, just know it's not going to be fair. After Na Gael Archa won the 2022 Junior J Shield tournament with ease, critics were censored for questioning Valentino's involvement. 1,000 words and Twitter that use words to describe this picture. This person tweeted, "I'm back after being locked out of my account since the night of the 5/6 of August for hateful speech." Okay, this is a little bit cut off. I think it's preposterous. Twitter clearly has its own agenda and considers this to be hate speech. Utterly bonkers, one woman told the Daily Mail. Seemingly, many individuals have had their accounts locked or suspended by merely pointing out a scientific truth. Some had locked but were banned outright for calling Valentino a man. Damn. Well, the women who have been suspended from Twitter are the latest in a long line of women and some men who have been banned from social media platforms stating the truth, said Women's Right Network Heather Binning. The person expressed concern that could have even hurt the other girls given his clearly dominant physicality. I mean, I would just say that's what I would do, just not play in games where you have trans people there. It's pretty simple. Just opt out. I quit teams feeling uncomfortable with the male environment. Actually, I am playing rugby with the women's team and is my first team experience after the transition, Valentino previously stated. However, there is no evidence that he actually has had any transition surgery. According to Redux, Valentino performs, at fetish clubs under the moniker DJ Mav and identifies himself as a trans dyke. I mean, this tells you everything you need to know. This is part of this kink of people who they get off by I forget what it's called. It's a long word. I think it starts with an A. And they get off by dressing as women. And that's what this is, because I don't think this guy has had any surgery or any hormones on transitioning to a woman. Many of the photos on Valentino's social media are of him in explicit fetish gear or posing on stripper poles or in highly sexual venues. Naturally, who would have expected anything else? As we previously highlighted back in June, rugby's international governing body banned these types of beating in women's matches. Gee, I wonder why. Alert: in the age of mass Silicon Valley censorship, it is crucial that this is the end of the article. So yeah, you get banned for pointing out the obvious. That's where we're at in 2022. That's why I think it helps to be a comedian, because you can kind of get the truth across in a way that won't get you outright. Using humor. Yeah. Transvestite. That's what we used to call them. They go autogenophilia. Thanks, NVIDIA. Who's smarter than you? Nobody. Makes me think of the 30-year-old trans skateboarder that teenage girls in a contest. They should be competing in their own class. Of course, they want to kick all these women's asses that they get off on that. If they were in the market for against people at their same level, they wouldn't be in the same league as biological women. I'm buying wood chipper stocks. But guys, remember, if you do get a wood chipper, you have to paint a rainbow flag on it. NVIDIA autogenophilia. Is that how you say it? Autogynophilia. Wowie. Okay. I have a couple more clams to get through before they get too hot. Too hot for TV. I'm trying to show my clam without getting the juice on my computer. We just got a shrimp hookup. People are giving us shrimp. I'm in the dark. Yes, I'm in the dark. I'm a little backlit right now. Oops, I dropped my fork. All right, I can eat these with my hands, I think. You guys want to make... I can't keep showing you my clam. A seagull would love this. Feels weird to touch it. Go wipe the shrimp off. I'm eating the clams. I will be puking for days. I'm allergic to shrimp, not clams. All right, 2 more. And then maybe I'll go to the hot tub. Slurp. Clams are fun until you get a piece that's you have to crunch on it. This is now a mukbanging stream. You guys have to just watch me eat clams. Yeah. Okay, I'm done now. There's clam bits on this towel. I got an onion ring. I don't think this is on keto. Nvidia. Just chowing down on clams. It's the only time you'll see it. The shrimp guy came through. Yeah. Can you hear me eat? Brandon Mute. Did you see Robert Downey Jr. and Jamie Foxx's new comedy was shelved for being too sensitive? Robert Downey Jr. plays a Mexican. Thoughts? I have not heard of this. All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend. Let's see. I have not heard of this. Unreleased American sports comedy. Oh, yeah. 3 days ago. Oh, wow. Jeremy Piven is in this. We love Jeremy Piven. Wish him the best. Let's see here. Jamie Foxx's shelved comedy All-Star Weekend won't be released until people go back to laughing again. Oh, that means you're never going to. You know, what a pussy move. Just put it out. Don't wait. You tell people what's funny. If you think it's funny, you put it out. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for everybody to be like, because by the time that happens, it's like you're supposed to be the famous person, the pioneer. You decide it's time to laugh again and just put it out. Common pussy. Jamie Foxx's long-shelved directing effort, All-Star Weekend, won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon, according to the actor. Fox stars opposite Jeremy Piven as two best friends who won tickets to the NBA All-Star Game, yet their travel plans get derailed due to a group of outrageous characters, including Robert Downey Jr. as a Mexican man and Fox playing. So he's afraid of getting canceled. This is what it sounds like. They probably completed the project. They tested it for audiences, and now they're afraid they're going to get canceled. Because didn't Robert Downey Jr. also play a black guy on Tropic Thunder? Okay. He was playing a Mexican man, and Fox playing multiple roles, allegedly a racist white police officer. Oh, so he's in whiteface. This is great. Then put it out. All-Star Weekend was filmed in 2016. Wow. Why did it take so long for it to come out? And stars Benicio del Toro, Gerard Butler, and Eva Longoria. It's been tough with the lay of the land when it comes to comedy. Fox told Cinema Blend about any upcoming release plans for the film while promoting vampire hunting Netflix film Day Shift. We're trying to break open the sensitive corners where people go back to laughing again. We hope to keep them laughing and run them right into All-Star Weekend because we were definitely going for it. Fox previously told Rogan in a 2017 interview that he reached out to MCU alum. How old is this article? I don't know. Kind of don't respect it. It's your job as a comedian. You guys are famous. Come on, man. You can handle whatever. If Gina Carano can handle getting canceled, you guys all with your very established careers can handle getting canceled. Yeah. He reached out to the MCU alum Downey after his race swap to turn in Tropic Thunder. I called Robert. I said, I need you to play a Mexican, Fox recalled. So why did they so long? I guess they got... I said, shit, you played the black dude in Tropic Thunder and you killed that shit. We got to be able to do characters. Yeah, so then have the balls and Co-star Piven said during Get Some with Gary Owen that Fox is really hard on himself and wants the film to be perfect before it's released. Well, then it's never going to be perfect. He's been holding on to this thing for 5 years, Piven said. Comedians Jared Carmichael and Kevin Hart have addressed the current state of cancel culture. It does seem to me as a victim
Can you hear me and not her? Chrissy, where are you? No, Chrissy's frozen. It's not just audio. Oh, you guys can hear me? Okay. I just saw somebody say, did she... Chrissy, you back? You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. There you go.
There you go. Wow, what's up, C?
You were frozen for about a minute.
Okay, good. That's perfect. That's just what I wanted to build some intrigue. And
did you say Jim Jeffries was in that movie?
Robert Downey Jr., Jamie Foxx, Jeremy Piven, they're all in this movie. That apparently.
Uh-oh. She's thinking about it. You're frozen again.
Their job, position of privilege of being famous people, rich and famous people, that they should put it out there and be like, fuck what you guys think. We're done being woke. Let's bring comedy back again. I think they're in a really good position to kind of make a statement.
We just need more people to say fuck you, like that guy up in Buffalo with you. Just if everybody just starts saying fuck you, and then it's over. It's over overnight. Overnight, it's over if everybody who's thinking fuck you just says fuck you. But everybody's a pussy.
Right. And I think they're afraid because the loudest people are the ones that are talking about being offended, but that does not represent the majority of Americans who would probably love this movie. If this got released tomorrow, it would probably be such a success because people are dying.
I agree. We just need people to fucking say fuck you. Do what you're gonna do. It'll, like I said, it'll be over tomorrow if everybody says it. You're frozen, by the way. I don't know if you know.
They have a career.
Yeah, they're fine. Robert Downey Jr. has enough money for 15 fucking lifetimes. Same with fucking Jeremy Piven. He was on a hit show for fucking what, a decade? He's got money up the ass.
Yeah, he was an Entourage. All these people have enough money to live. Like, why is it that people who are like broke, like people like me and Toronto's not broke, but like she was not as firmly established as these guys before getting canceled.
It's our first
position to get canceled. Yeah, like, are they so worried? Like, are you? I don't know. It makes me really pissed.
They're so afraid. And then there's no. And once comedy, you know better than better than me, but fucking once you bring fear into comedy, it's not comedy anymore. It's fucking it ceases to be funny. You could smell the fear, you could feel the fear, you could feel them holding back. It's just stop it. Just stop it. These fucking guys have nothing to lose. Just do it.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like
I'm not
these guys.
If you think I'm talking over you, yeah, if you think I'm talking over you and while you're talking, it's because we can't hear you. I'm not trying to talk over you.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. It's so disappointing because these are the guys who could make an impact right now. They can financially withstand canceling. They have PR teams, like easily put out articles where it's like, sorry, we're taking a stand against wokeism, against being offended. It wouldn't take very much for them to like fight whatever.
Yeah, and who was the guy? I was just going off on him. He backed up. Oh, it was The Rock. Oh yeah, you're back. You there?
I'm back.
I'm saying The Rock.
My situation is all fucked up. Okay.
The Rock was this Chrissie Cam.
Okay.
What's up, Frank?
How do you spin the camera around?
Hi.
Can I do
Back.
good? I can't hear anything. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Can you hear me?
All right. This has gone very low budget all of a sudden.
If it stays on air, it's good.
Okay.
The best example of this is The Rock. They pulled up a thing for Joe Rogan like a month or two ago where they tried to cancel him because he said the N-word.
Really?
While talking about the N-word, not calling anybody, but they were talking about it. So The Rock was like, no, he's a good guy and blah, blah, blah. I don't know, 5 or 10 people hit him up on Twitter and he recanted and threw Joe Rogan under the bus. This is the number one, The Rock.
Oh my God, the hot tub's not even hot. What a fucking disaster. Hold on. There's a waterfall.
Hot tub stream.
Okay, wait, start over.
So I was saying, like a month or two ago, they really went hard in the paint to cancel Joe Rogan because they found old shows where he said the N-word, but really they were just talking about the N-word. He wasn't calling anybody. They were just having a conversation about it. Yeah. So The Rock came to his defense, which I thought was cool. Within 10 minutes, he was like, I apologize. I don't want anything to do with him. I mean, threw him under the fucking bus because of The Rock. And I'm like, motherfucker, you are the number one box office draw. For what? Almost a decade? I mean, how long has it been going, that run of just being number one? And you can't fucking you fold. He's a fake fucking tough guy. I'm tired of these fake tough guys folding pussies, threw his friend under the bus for nothing. And it was just like, I don't know. I have no respect for him. He just, I mean, like, he had all the power to set things.
I think these celebrities are pussies. I think they either don't know what it's like to be grassroots and to have their own fan base, or it's been so many years, like, since they weren't famous. Like, all they know is their PR teams, and they're so far removed from the public, is that they think social media is real life, and they're not out meeting the people really. And they're so afraid of being canceled because they don't know that they can make it kind of on their own, because they're part of the Hollywood machine and they don't know how to make money.
He can't get canceled.
Being part of the machine.
He can't get canceled. He's the number one box office draw. He has the best record. You put him in a movie, you have a hit. It's almost, he had Jungle Boat, which is a flop. He has a flop like every 6 or 7. It's a really good hit rate, though. When he hits, they're like, humongous multi-$100 million movies. So he fucking has this incredible hit rate. He has all the power. One, he's half Samoan, half black. and a
No,
number one.
good.
He's fucking.
You're not
He had
gonna have
nothing
to
to fear.
do.
Nothing to fear. And he still cowered like a pussy in minutes. In minutes, he fucking cowered like a pussy. And then he sits out there as the fucking tough guy. You're not a tough guy. You're a pussy.
It's just such a pussy move. And it's a pussy move of Jamie Foxx to not release this movie that he's been sitting on since 2016. Oh, he's waiting for it to be safe. Like, you guys, your whole lives are safe. Like, they're in the one position where a risk is less of a risk to them than it is to people who might not be able to, like, pay rent. If they
Doesn't Jamie Foxx has multiple Grammys and Oscars? What the fuck is he worried about missing out on?
I know.
Like, what are they going to take from you, man?
You know what it is? I wonder if the people around them convince them not to do things because they have so many people around them whose whole livelihoods are dependent on this one celebrity that maybe the publicists and the managers and the agents are the ones that are convincing them to sit on it because they don't want to lose their cash cow. They're like, well, if this person loses any popularity, you know, it's not just like one person. It's like this whole. They're worried about all of them losing their jobs or not making as much money. It's like ultimately so selfish. Like you have to be willing to risk your finances to be a creative person. You have to be willing to put money where your mouth is.
I agree. What is Rock worth? I mean, it's got to be in the hundreds of millions. I mean, he's got lifetimes. You know what I mean? Generational money. Like he's going to be rich. His kids are going to be rich. His kids' kids are going to be rich. If he never works again, starting right now, generational, they'll be rich forever. Right. What the fuck are you afraid of? What the fuck? You know, it's so pathetic. It's pathetic. You know what it is? It really comes down to ego because they can't stand the fact that somebody hit them up on Twitter and said, "Oh, I'm disappointed in you." They need to be loved by everyone. And as soon as they feel like, "Oh, somebody doesn't love me because I said something kind about Joe Rogan," well, I take it back. I take back what I like. Do you love me now? You're like, you're fucking. I don't want to use the word, but he's such a pussy.
You're not run by your creativity or the message you want to put it out into the world. It's like you're literally run by the acceptance of the people.
That's it. They want to be accepted in that community and just be like, and you know what? It's so liberating. What they don't understand is how liberating it is to not have to worry anymore and just say, "Fuck you. I'm going to say what I want, do what I want." You know what I mean? If you want to kick me out of your movies, that's your loss because I make 20 million every time I fuck. You know what I mean? It's like you pay me 20 million, the movie's making 100. You know, it's like,
yeah, don't you have enough? How much money is enough to have in the bank that will afford you to take some risks in your life?
I don't know, not enough for anyone. I guess Elon Musk, you have to be the richest man in the world before you can do it. He's about the only guy. Joe Rogan, you know, but even these guys sometimes hedge their shit. I mean, you know, I've watched Bill Burr really like curb himself over the last few years, which is sad because he was one of those fearless guys. Chappelle is still fearless.
Yeah.
Bill Burr definitely has fucking edited himself over the last few years.
Yeah, you have to be willing to lose money.
He got that Disney. He was on the show with Gina.
Yeah. And I think when your money becomes more important to you than your message or what you want to create, like then now you're a little compromised. It's like, all right, you're just not as hungry anymore. You either don't care about making a difference or like you've been swayed.
Yeah, you've been co-opted. You're part of the community now, and you don't want to be on the outside again. Especially a guy like Bill, who's now in Star Wars shows in his 50s. He's spent his whole life trying to be in that inner circle, and he's there. Yeah. He's there. He's in Disney. He's in fucking Star Wars, and he doesn't want to say something that will jeopardize being knocked out of that circle.
Yeah, you're a property of Hollywood right now.
Yep.
You're not your own person anymore. God, that really sucks, man. It's like I wonder if they feel like they're prisoners. Like, do they know they're playing it safe? Do they know that other creatives don't really respect them, or they probably don't care. Honestly, maybe you get to a point where money is all you care about.
No, they want a high five from Bradley Cooper. That's all. Like they want like, oh my God, yeah, somebody from the inner circle, gave me a shout out, and like that's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's like,
I hung out with Billy Joel in Sag Harbor.
Yeah. Did you?
No, I was just reading a piece about how Andrew Cuomo like desperately wants to make a comeback.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's still every bit a narcissist and not apologizing for sexual harassing people or fucking killing all those people in the nursing homes.
I see. When you said that, I was like, maybe you did hang out with Billy Joel, because I see him all the time. I'm on the North Shore of Long Island, and he rides his Harley around.
Oh my God! NVIDIA looking hot today, Cecil. Yeah, Cecil, is that a new hat?
Yeah. Yes, it is actually.
I knew it.
It just arrived.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing. If Jamie Foxx is only friends with people who are at his level of fame and more famous, then like I don't know. I think the less famous you are, the more risks you take.
Yeah.
Because you feel like when you make more money, you have more to lose. But that's when the risks become even more important because you have that much more influence.
They won't use their influence to change anything. They just want to get along, go along and get along. Like they don't want to rock the boat. They know how easy and how quick it can be thrown out. But enough of these guys at the same time or one after another start to say, fuck it, I'm going to say what I want. And if Jesus, if The Rock can't do it, who the fuck can? Like, right. The dude is half black, half Samoan, #1 box office draw. You can't speak your mind. You still live in fear, and you've already banked, $500 million.
Right. He's not going to go on food stamps anytime soon.
Right.
And it's like, are you so afraid of damaging relationships? Like maybe a certain director you want to work with is super woke, and you're afraid about pissing them off, or it's just you're tiptoeing around everybody instead of like, I don't know, doing your job, what you were supposedly put on this planet to do. Like what good is being this famous if you aren't going to play it safe?
I mean, you've watched Bill Burr's like recent stuff. You could feel it that it's not the same compared to like how raw. I mean, it's still funny. It's still like he's still a top notch comic, but it's that looseness and that fearlessness is not there anymore. It's just not there. He's edited. He's been nerfed. He's been nerfed.
I'm reading the chat here. I can't really. Wowie. It was good to see you in Boston, Cecil. Even though
I have plans to go to Vegas at the end of October, but I also just found that I have to go do something in Miami right at the beginning of November to meet a friend down there. And I saw that you're doing that Compound Meteor in October. I might go a few days early, but I'd have to cancel out on my Vegas. I got to talk to those guys. But what I might do is shoot down to Orlando, go see that show, and then drive down to Miami.
Ooh, if you want, you can come hang out at the Content House.
Okay.
We're gonna start the 48-hour stream right after that show at the Orlando Improv.
I'll have to get a lighter fitting mask. I can't wear a 48-hour knit cap in Orlando.
That might be hot. We could throw you in the pool.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see if I could. It's just that I also like me trying to like fly from Vegas then to Miami like in the same like week. It's just burning up money too. So if I go to Orlando and then Miami, that's might be the way I'll do it.
Yeah. Rogue's backstory: Cecil will drink all your booze. It's a trap.
It's true. I'll take a shot right now though.
Yeah, it's about $5 somewhere.
Somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
They have these frozen drinks here at the pool, and I'm tempted every time I'm here, but then I'm like, bitch, you got on keto. You got to snap back.
Let me ask you, is there free booze at the Content House?
There might be.
Is it bring your own? I could do either one.
Oh no, we're gonna cover it. We're gonna cover food and drinks.
By the way, did anybody react when you said? I was listening on the car ride home, and you go, "Does anyone want to see my clam?"
Yeah, I was eating some clams and then showing the people, and then I spilled some of the clam juice into my laptop, and then my laptop stopped working. So,
Oh my god,
I don't know. I'm afraid to take it to Best Buy. They'll be like, "Why does your laptop smell like clam juice?"
clam juice.
Yeah, I'll be like,
It's like if you say clam juice, they'll be like, usually it's sperm.
yeah, I'll be like, maybe I'm an adult film star, and this is just what happened. Maybe it's, I squirted all over the laptop.
We'll take care of that. You might, you know what? They might fix it for you for free.
Did you get Cecil's last super chat, lol, from Matt G? I don't know. I'm not manning the helm anymore. I'm loose.
Oh, yeah. She's on a cell phone. She's playing it, dangerous right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I was saying mod me so I could rule your chat with an iron fist.
Oh yeah, an iron wrench. Clam friendly.
Tough but fair. Just anybody who criticizes me obviously gets banned. That's all.
Yeah. Immediate ban.
Because obviously they're crazy. You don't need crazy people in your life.
Yeah.
Squirt is pee, says Lofty Clipper. I disagree.
Ugh. Do you like this view?
Please don't burn. You are really fair-skinned. I am worried about you bursting into flames.
Yeah. Well, it's a little overcast right now. I can't see.
Yeah, that's when people get burned, is because they don't feel it on their skin.
It's sneaky, yeah.
You should get an umbrella like a vampire or a goth kid.
You go against the deep state Marxist agenda, you get kicked from the party. They can always find a sexual allegation that the media will make true. Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah. That's why I don't say anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Like, I think Anne Heche was murdered. I don't think that I don't know.
How?
Her death was so fishy.
Did you watch the video of her in the fucking getting up out of the stretcher?
No, but I heard that she was like flailing around, like trying.
They had the sheet over her face. She was. Let me tell you, I worked in a hospital years and years ago, and I worked in emergency. I don't want to get into what I was doing, but the sheet over the face is DOA only. You do not put a sheet over a face of a person in critical. You don't anything. You do not. That is DOA. They had the sheet over her. They had the restraints over that, and she pops up and pulls the sheets apart. It is the freakiest fucking thing. They said she had traumatic brain injury.
Frank just brought me a drink, and I'm trying to do keto.
What's up, Cecil?
Good man. What's going on, Frank?
Now my diet is ruined for today.
Just don't have ice later.
Frank will help you
Chris
burn it
wants
off.
to have cigars tonight.
Okay, good. We're gonna have cigar later. Hold on. Cecil was making a point for once.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, we think that Anne Heche was murdered.
She was murdered.
The deep state.
She was doing.
Who made her go down on Ellen DeGeneres for 5 years?
Oh my God, that is some deep state mind control right there. That's
talking about spilling clams all over your laptop.
Yeah, she was mind control. She was a Clamturian candidate. She was mind controlled to do that.
Did you hear the last podcast episode she did as a guest?
Wait, if you're here, who's manning the laptop?
No, we did four of these podcasts covered this. It was really interesting. Completely zonked out of her mind.
Whoa.
Like, completely destroyed an ad read that the podcast host had. Nuked it. It was about some kind of a Botox type of thing.
Wow.
And, sounded retarded. You should definitely listen into it and do a little play-by-play.
Maybe they like nuked her brain.
They might have drugged her. I mean,
Cecil was saying he worked in hospitals. Anne Heche had the sheet over her that she was like, I guess, fighting against. That is
Sheets?
only used.
What is the sheets?
They threw a sheet over that you're only supposed to use if you're dead on arrival. She wasn't. She was very much still alive. So they had they had her in restraints and they threw the sheet over her and she was still alive.
They almost got her into the ambulances. As she was getting in the ambulance, she sits up. She sits up, pulls the fucking sheet off her, and is screaming. And first of all, she was supposed to have a traumatic brain injury. There's no blood. Like, I've seen head injuries. There's no blood in her hair at all.
Is there video footage of this?
Yeah, there's two angles on the ground and from a helicopter. It's fucking the creepiest shit. Let me see if I can pull it up. It is so creepy.
Chrissy stream with that.
You think so?
No,
it was from a news helicopter.
Wrong hand.
I'm not. I said I'm going to pull it up, not pull it out.
Pull it out.
Well,
you have to use that hand.
There. Get the longer arm. No, thanks.
And wow, it comes right up in YouTube. Anne Heche sits up on gurney.
5. Hold on. That means if Anna is recruited by the deep state, they can pair her up with Gates McFadden. How do we make that happen? I don't know who Gates McFadden is.
That's a chick from Star Trek.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the computer.
Okay.
Take that. Goodbye, Cecil.
Goodbye.
Take care, Frank. Good to see you.
Wow, you just give me a drink. What do I do to deserve this?
All right, here is. I don't know if you could share it.
No, I can't share shit. I'm on a phone right now.
Do you see where I am at the bottom? Like,
can you share your screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing it right now. You can probably like look down or scroll down and see like a third thing that's like, suppose I just came onto the stream. How could you get me on right now?
Suppose you did that. I don't know. I can't see shit.
I think you have to get rid of the chat, and it should be there.
Nope.
All right, let me find it on my phone, and I'll just hold it up to the camera. It is freaky as fuck.
Yeah, her death is very sus.
Bobby and Marla, it was amazing.
All right, hold on.
LA City Fire Department. I got to give it to them right off the bat. The men and women from this fire department, some of the most amazing vehicle into a structure. Then that car catches fire. And when we say into a structure, I mean all the way in.
Hold on. Oh, you got it.
This house out here on
There you go.
Am I gonna get copyright struck for this?
I'll just get to the part where she.
That vehicle was on this street. It made its way across, not stopping.
Okay. Okay.
All right, here.
Okay.
This is her.
Okay.
They had this home with fire and knowing there was a vehicle inside there. Firefighters making an attack on that fire. Other firefighters trying to get into that.
That's her. Sheet over her face.
Oh my God, she's like busting out of it. Whoa. Whoa. Ripping it open, trying to get out.
Paramedics pulled that driver from that vehicle and then basically had him.
Whoa.
What the situation
That's
was there.
nuts.
But then, as he made his way over,
How fucking creepy is that?
You're only supposed to have that sheet on you if you're dead.
That is it. Like, you do not put it. You do not. You know what I mean? You don't even do that. You definitely don't do that. You don't do that for psychologically. If someone's fighting for their lives, you don't declare them dead and put a sheet over them. Like, it's.
You want to stay motivated to live, and I think having a plastic sheet on you is not very motivating.
Right. Yeah. That's some.
About sex trafficking. I heard that
she was doing a movie about it. It's supposed to come out and exposing sex trafficking in Hollywood. That's supposed to come out like this week.
Wow. So it's not gonna come out now?
Yeah. She like that. People are saying, "Who's that?" That's Anne Heche. Yeah, they had, and she had you saw it. She had a strap across her too, and she got under it and came out. Like, that's not a traumatic brain injury. They pronounced her brain dead when she got to the hospital. That's not a traumatic.
I think they made her brain dead.
That's some.
They said, they found like coke and fentanyl in her system, but I also read that like
they can give those things to you at the hospital, like as treatments for other things. So they could have doped her up.
And I looked at there's another angle from somebody shooting it on the street, and you could see her face and stuff. She's screaming. Like she's awake.
Wow.
And like I said, she's not covered in blood. Like if you have a traumatic head injury, you usually that goes along with.
What if she had an electric car that they hacked and they just like drove it into a house, and then they had people pick her up, and then they shot her up full of stuff?
I don't know. Like it is kind of weird that like right when she's doing a movie to expose sex trafficking in Hollywood, then all of a sudden,
ambulance, people are saying Hillary made the phone call. Wow.
Yeah, those guys were probably some like those ambulance drivers were probably like paid assassins just beating her to death with a hammer when she got in.
Absolutely. It's probably a Hillary Clinton brand ambulance.
Clinton Ambulance Company.
Yeah. Clinton Co. Ambulance. Matt G says Cecil's been brain dead for years, but he's still street.
They had the best neurosurgeons working on her, Dr. Clinton and Dr. Epstein.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I tweeted Anne Heche didn't crash herself.
Yeah, I mean, she's been clean for years. I know she did have, a drug problem, but it seemed like, and this was the middle of the day. I mean, who besides me gets fucked up?
That's what they do. If they establish that you've had a drug problem for years, whether it's true or not, they're laying the groundwork for them to do this kind of shit to you. Like similarly to like what you said about The Rock, if you go against the grain, if you go against the Hollywood message, oh, now we've got a Me Too case on you. Now we're gonna take you down for sexual harassment. And I guess if you're a chick and you go against the grain, you're gonna drive your car into somebody's house and fucking get murdered in an ambulance.
I mean, they did that thing to Stallone, because he came out as like a right winger. And then all of a sudden they were like, oh, he had forced a girl to blow him like during the Rocky 3.
It's called just dating. Come on. Like, it's called being in your 20s. I don't think a month has gone by where I haven't been forced to blow somebody.
Did that somebody just hand you a drink?
Hey, it's called wifely duties, Cecil. All right.
All right. I'm not against it.
Yeah.
You know what? If anything,
first, and then you get into it.
Atta girl.
Because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, you got to get the poison out. It's like a snake bite.
Ew. Yeah, I just have to pretend that his penis was stung by a jellyfish, and I got to pee on it. Lofty Clitler, rest in peace, Anne Heche. Check out her butthole in Psycho.
Yeah, they did the remake of Psycho with Gus Van Sant, and Vince Vaughn played Norman Bates, and she played I can't think of the name of the chick, but what's that?
Apparently, Anne Heche wasn't even Asian. That's news to me.
I think because of the car crash, that was one of those jokes.
Oh, okay.
But what he's failing to remember is she may not have been Asian, but she was still a woman.
Still a woman.
Yeah.
And
Asian woman.
I remember somebody died. Dr. Sebi died recently, or Dr. Sebi was taken out because he had basically found a cure for cancer. And I think somebody was trying to do a documentary about him, and that got stopped. Yeah, look up Dr. Sebi.
I think when you find out something like that, you just got to like mass put it out on every media, put it out on everything, put it on every weird fucking Discord and fucking Kiwi Farms, and just put out the fucking cure. Get it out there, and then
instructions. Be like, look, in case I get, don't try to make money off of it, right? You just gotta put the information out there.
I'm in danger. Yeah, and there's a lot of these guys working on like these like cold fusion devices that are like unlimited energy that basically cost nothing. You know, it'll change the entire dynamic of the power dynamic of the world. Basically, if anybody who's charging for, and these guys are working on it for years. I mean, I'm sure it's already been invented a dozen times, but you know, they either get bought out by the Saudis. Basically, the Saudis just come forward and buy the patent.
Right.
Because,
sorry, until we're out of gas, we're gonna keep selling gas. Oil.
Yeah, and that's the other joke is that we're running out of gas. We haven't even scratched the surface of how much we have. We have oceans.
How do you know how much gas we have, Cecil?
Because I just had Taco Bell. We do have oceans of oil. There, lots of it is in shale, and they just considered it not being there because. And I read a book by the guy who years ago, the guy who came up with we have 100 years worth of gas and oil. He was hired out of college. He was like a geologist, and Shell Oil was like, can you do an assessment of how much oil is left on Earth? Now, does the guy just get out? He's like, that would take years and so much research. He's like, I just made it up because it was an internal I made up based off of, very like surface, looking into it only on the surface of where our pumps were and I came up with it. It was supposed to be an internal thing within Shell. Shell put it out. He's like, within 2 years, my lie was in every textbook in the fucking country. And he's just like, yeah. And this guy's like, before he died, he wrote the whole fucking thing being like, I had no idea how much fucking oil. I just, you know what I mean? It was my first job and I didn't want to say I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, and now it's still being quoted. Even after the dude told the truth, it's still in textbooks. Like, we're running out of.
We should look at our textbooks and our scientific journals. Is just that, like, they're like journals, it's like somebody's writing in a diary. It's not the end all be all. It's not the final note on humanity.
You got to see my nieces are like young teenagers now, and they show me their textbooks like from social studies when it's about current American history and American, like in 19, there's so many pictures of the KKK. You would think if you came from another planet or another country that like it's just this whole country, like Christmas parades or like you would think the KKK were such a huge part of American life. I've never met, never seen, never come across. I don't know who, but if you look in the textbooks, you would think it was like the number. There's a picture
that I go to like twice a month. Like I never see any of them.
Well, yeah, you have hate parties, don't you?
And then other than like our holiday parties and stuff, and then of course we do a grab bag. We do a KKK Secret Santa.
Yeah, white elephant.
I never see them.
It's got to be white.
Chat room and our text thread. I don't ever see them.
They're big on white elephant.
Yeah.
But it's so funny. Like you're flipping through this book and you're like, it's such propaganda. Like these kids are like the number one problem is in this country is racism. And it's like, do you know any racists? You talk to them and they're like, no.
Oh.
It's like,
really? That's racism? Pay your rent? Like, can we not obsess? I mean, I guess it does if you're the main media.
This guy says Southeastern Kaiju says, I live in the South and I've never seen the KKK. Yeah, it's like KKK by the 90s was something that was on Jerry Springer. There'd be a guy getting booed off the stage. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, these guys are the biggest problem. And it's like, no, they're not. What the fuck are you talking
Jerry
about?
Springer, like you're not a problem to anybody.
Yeah, if the audience at the end of the show is like, to the guy in the hood, like, whatever.
One guy that they found off central casting, they paid him day rate. They give him $75 and a white hood. And they're like, can you just pretend to be a KKK guy for a couple hours?
No, he might be real, but I mean, it's Jerry Springer, so it probably is just some friggin' central casting guy. Like, yeah, Howard Stern. What's that?
He probably did it for his acting reel.
All right, you just got some nice super chat there.
Oh, thanks, Lopsy Quitler. You're the head of the North Carolina KKK, and I've never met one. All right, well, keep at it. One day you will. NVIDIA, $26 for Frank. Get yourself a nice drink for all the unseen support you provide. Oh my God, NVIDIA. No one's better than you.
He's a good guy.
Lopsy Quitler, I'm so lonely.
We figured that out already.
We're all lonely.
Yeah, you come into the world alone and you will all die alone.
Yeah.
But in between that, you still are lonelier than us.
I think we should be suspect of every celebrity death, especially if it doesn't add up. So
yeah.
Honestly, the only death that I believe is fucking myocarditis from the thing people got.
Yeah, you see a lot of these soccer players passing out, and it's so clear that global warming is killing these people, and we sit by and do nothing.
You know, if it's a little bit hot, you can just have a heart attack. That's normal.
Absolutely, they got to go. They should have those little camel things with Gatorade on their back while they're running. I think that would clear a lot of that up.
It is too. A lot of dehydration. These professional athletes, who I'm sure have learned over decades of professional play. I'm sure they can't handle even a slight bit of dehydration, and they drop dead. They're just
immediately. Yeah, the heart stops.
Your heart is going to stop if you're even a little bit dehydrated, and it's something you've been preparing for years.
Yeah, these guys, especially at a professional level of soccer, it's like their hearts are the most fragile.
I think water bottle sales are really going to go through the roof because of dehydration is so deadly.
It's funny. Speaking about how fit these guys are, I saw an interview with Tom Cruise, probably about 10 years ago, and he was in he's still in phenomenal shape. He's almost 60, but he was in his probably late 40s, and he said that he would run through the hills. He would run in Hollywood. And it was kind of steep hills and stuff. And he was impressed with himself. And he had David Beckham come over and he's like, you want to come running with me? And he wanted to show David Beckham, he said the entire time we were running, David Beckham was talking to him running backwards and keeping pace. He's like, I almost died. The level of physical fitness that a professional soccer player is hard to understand. What would it take to kill these guys? Their cardio is ridiculous. So, but you add global warming and they're dropping like flies.
And yeah, global warming. It's crazy how global warming makes you get sudden blood clots.
It's what no one talks about.
Yeah.
We keep talking about, how you're in Manhattan, at least once a week. So, half of it's underwater by now. But we don't talk about the
days I have to swim to work.
The subways are now just filled with submarines going through because it's
There's green subways.
So but I don't know, the media won't talk about the blood clots associated with global warming.
Global warming, man.
It's kind of a cover up, if you ask me.
Yep. And the point of it is that we all should have listened to Al Gore.
Oh my God. He was our savior.
He was. He kept talking and none of us would listen. And now look what's happening. Soccer players are dying of global warming.
I mean, he was so sure that they were going to cure global warming that he bought a mansion with 15 bedrooms on the shore in California. I mean, he was so sure.
He's walking the walk, He's like, I'm so confident that the world will come together to solve global warming. I'm going to buy all this beachfront property. Just like
Yeah.
all of our elites do. Like they really
The-
trust
oh.
in the process.
The Obamas bought on Martha's Vineyard, which would, I mean, that is such an act of faith, and I don't think they get applauded for it enough.
And
It's
they
an
don't get
act
enough
of,
credit for that.
they know they could lose it all at any minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
once
really
once
such a gamble for them, but they trust in us really. To like,
right. And I feel like if anybody let anybody down, it's we let them down.
We did, because all we had to do was stop using hairspray, and maybe take the bus to work, or maybe
Ride a
not
pogo
have an
stick instead of take a pogo stick instead of a car. Is that so hard?
Yeah. Maybe not do so much takeout, not throw away so many plastic soup containers.
Eat bugs.
Yeah, if we just could like eat a few more bugs, then Obama's Martha Vineyard house would not be underwater in a couple
Let's
years.
do it for Barry and Big Mike. Come on. Let's do it. Let's step up, gang. Let's start small. We'll replace 10 meals a week with locusts. We could eat fried locusts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They've been
so
showing
that their
us
house
it's
doesn't.
possible.
We are, look at the chat is agreeing.
Nicole Kidman went on late night TV and ate bugs, so that means we can do it.
She's leading the way.
She really
everybody
is.
Everybody in the chat agrees.
Bugs.
Yeah, people are saying, I feel bad, shame on us. Yeah, I mean, Nicole Kidman, she's a beautiful movie star. Who the fuck am I? I should be eating bugs regardless.
Yeah. Honestly, we need to be eating bugs. Like even though China is like the #1 polluter and fucker of the environment, like we need to eat bugs.
And I'm ashamed because I do something that China also does. I eat pussy, and I feel like that's cruel, and I should not be following in the footsteps of the Chinese.
Right. Lofty Clitter says, Cecil, you get plenty of protein in your diet.
Yes, from the semen.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what
No, I mean, I meant the semen that bring the fish to market.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm on the Mediterranean diet.
Wow, what are you drinking? What is that, grenadine? Oh, it's wild turkey bourbon. Bug fillet.
I eat my bugs raw. This kills them in my stomach.
All right, there's not as many people in the hot tub right now. Maybe I can go in because it's less noisy. I am taking Frank's brand new iPhone into the hot tub.
What a perfect freeze frame.
Don't look at that.
We got a perfect cleavage freeze frame for a second there.
Okay, I'm sure nobody will screenshot it.
I meant on my camera, from me.
Yeah, welcome to the hot tub. It's about 70 degrees in this pool. It's body temperature.
The hot tub is 70. It should be a little warmer than that.
Yeah, it's not really hot. It's like a warm tub.
Invite Anna. She pees in the hot tub. She's admitted it. She will help warm that up for her. Stop blowing all. You're not the boss of me.
Stop blowing.
You're not the boss of me, Lofty.
You know what? Somebody's got to help the supply chain. That means blow a couple dollars.
Support your troops.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
It's called
I
supporting
always
the
go.
troops.
I'm always in Manhattan for Fleet Week.
I used to think it was really exciting, and then it's like you talk to a couple sailors, and you're like, oh, all right.
You guys are really. You're for looking at.
They're for looking at. That's it. And for selling.
Yeah, they've been fucking spending 6 months in a submarine talking to other guys, and then they see girls and they're like, die.
Yeah, and then they immediately nut.
Well, that's good for me because I go through about 20 of them a night, and I don't want to waste a lot of time.
Right.
I'm trying to support the troops as much as I can. You know, I don't want to get hung up on one dude who can't come.
No. Well, a lot of time that way.
Yeah, well, it's called
All
giving.
right,
It's
I'm
called
gonna get out.
paying it forward. That's what it's called.
I am out. I got it. Oh no! My God, he brought me another one. I was about to.
Go in.
Okay.
Oh boy.
But what about you? Can you man it?
What? No, I'm good.
You have a blue drink? Is that for you?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'll try it.
Wow, Frank got a blue drink for himself.
Yeah, try. Did you know that they're taking their tips and putting it into their paycheck? The bar.
What?
So they're leveraging their tips as part of.
Is that a good thing or a bad
That's
thing?
very bad. That's why it says cash tips are appreciated. They really need preferred because whatever they're doing while Bill was going out,
they're fucking up their pay.
People, yeah.
I bet. This place is so.
They're taking a cut of the bartender's. That's fucked up. They're taking a cut of the tip.
They're factoring their cash tips into their money. Is that what's happening? Yeah, this place is really badly run. I guess, yeah, because there was a sign on the bar that said cash tips appreciated, and I always give cash tips because I've been a bartender and I know that it's easier to just get a cash tip because you don't have to pay tax on it. But now I noticed a sign on the bar that says cash tips like appreciated. So, and then Frank just said they're factoring that into their paycheck, which is not good.
That's bullshit. No one, even in New York, they would never do that shit. Like,
yeah.
Wait, you're in New York, aren't you?
Yeah. I got a straw in my face. This is a drink can. Lofty Kalittler. Anna spends less than a week with her cousins on the East Coast, and she's at commission. Cecil services half the Navy. He's streaming. Well, because men are better. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing the chat. I'm seeing the word hero being thrown around a lot. I'm no hero. I'm just a regular guy who does heroic things. That's all. I said I'm seeing the word hero being thrown around in the chat, and I want to just say right now, I'm no hero. I'm just a regular guy who just happens to be. Yeah. Yeah, and I want to say I'm not a. No, I'm not a hero.
I hear a lot of people saying the word hero.
Yeah, I think you're hearing zero actually. But are you sure they're not saying zero?
No.
We're clipping in and out. No, Steve, no, I'm not a hero. I'm just a regular guy who happens to do incredibly heroic things. That's all. But I'm no hero.
You're just a regular guy with a huge penis.
That's all. If that makes me a hero, fine. Uh-oh, you're clipping in and out. Go back to where you were before.
Oh, no.
But I'm comfortable here.
There's bubbling over on this side. Wow.
Can't you stay out of the pool but have Frank pour water over you so that you're still being hydrated, like when they transport dolphins and they have somebody constantly pouring water on them?
Yeah, you have that. I do want to. That's like I want to reach the level of transport like a dolphin.
I want to be treated like
move around on a big wet tarp, and then it's people's jobs. Like I have handlers whose job is to throw water on me at all times. Stay moist.
Obviously, Frank would not let any of the water go into your blowhole. He's a sensitive guy.
It's impossible to keep my blowhole dry. Cecil's the hero we need, not the hero we wanted. It's true. It's so true. You're really like our generation's hero.
Oh, stop it.
Because really, like you're like the everyman. If
Yeah.
like an everyman had a huge dong.
Please, I'm blushing.
So this see this cave behind me? I've been coming to this place for years, and but what people who are new here don't know, they go into this here cave, and they have like a private conversation or a fight or something, or they go in there to like, you know, talk sexy with a significant other, and it acts like an echo, like a little echo chamber.
Yeah,
So
that's literally why they built.
You can be out here. And in fact, like the lifeguard has told me she hears everything word for word, crystal clear. Like it's actually the opposite of a cave of secrets. It's the cave confessional.
Yeah, it's exactly like an amphitheater. Like when they didn't have microphones, they would build that so that everybody outside of it.
Over there.
They're standing inside a megaphone, basically. So what have you heard?
Yeah.
It's exactly like a guy and his girlfriend are fighting in the pool, and they're like, "Come in here so no one can hear." Listen, you fucking slut. Everybody's outside eating popcorn.
Snowflake wants to know what's your YouTube, Cecil?
It's called Cecil Says.
Cecil Says. Yeah, all right. Hope you come by Orlando.
Yeah, I think I will. I gotta see if I could, get out of the Vegas thing, because I don't want to be a dick. But I told people I was going, but they're going with a ton of people, so I won't be missed. But yeah, I think it's a bit much for me to go to Vegas and then Miami, like one right after another, like literally fly. What's that? You froze.
Listen, listening. What's in Vegas?
You repeat.
What is in Vegas? I was not listening.
I have I'm meeting a bunch of friends just to hang out for the weekend, like a couple, like maybe about 3 or 4 days. Yeah.
I didn't authorize any trip.
So I didn't run it by you. I'm sorry. I'm changing the plans immediately to go to Orlando, Chrissy. I'm making amends. I'm mea culpa.
I should take you to the ego chamber. Oh, there's people. There's fucking fat women in there right now. Oh shit, they heard me. There's people in there. I'm taking Frank's brand new iPhone 15 into the hot tub.
They're up to 15 already?
7. What?
They're up to 15 already?
Something. I have to get a new one. Mine is old as fuck. My phone is like at least 6 years old. I think it's an iPhone 10.
Yeah, I keep my phones in like immaculate condition. I had the Android, the Galaxy Note, and it literally I started
putting clams into them or something.
I don't get clam juice on them. I don't do things like that. But finally they were like, listen, your phone is so old that it's not being supported by anything anymore. And I went and showed it to them at the T-Mobile, and they're like, it looks like you just bought this. I'm like, I fucking keep my shit good. So I finally got the new Note.
A protector on it?
Yeah, I keep a protector on it.
What,
I just don't fuck up.
You fuck with that OtterBox? How you so nice?
I don't fuck around with it. I protect it.
You know, so if
no, I don't have an iPhone.
OtterBox is like you're basically putting your phone in a steel cage.
What?
It's like
the OtterBox
on your phone is how I imagine it feels to wear a condom. Like it's so much on it, and you can feel it. I can't even feel my phone. It's like it's too covered up.
You got to take it off. You lose all the feeling.
It honestly just feels better with nothing on it. And like phone coverings and penises, I think, are the same way.
You're right. I'm gonna take it off.
I used to work for this really like rich guy, and he never had a phone case. He was that flagrant like, with his life. Like he's like, nah, he could break his phone at any time and he would just buy a new one.
Yeah, well, that's. Yeah, I don't got it like that.
Uh-oh, reception is bad. Next to windows, mirrors, and over water. Really?
Are you arguing with me? That's you. You're talking to yourself.
Kyle Callicoon has a seat available on his ticket at the Orlando Improv. It's at a shared table, though.
You got to repeat that.
Kyle Callicoon.
Who? Oh, Kyle Callicoon.
In the chat, he has a seat at his table for you.
He has a table for me.
Yeah.
I'd hold it. I think he might be. I think I might be meeting the first KKK member based on it.
Yay!
I'm gonna say, hold it for me. I'll let you know. I gotta run it by. If I'm not shamed for bailing on Vegas, I'll go.
Okay.
It's a lot easier for me and a lot less expensive if I just go to Orlando for a day or two and then drive down to Miami because I'm going to be staying at my friend's house for free. Then I'll drive up the coast and visit my parents for a couple days for free and then fly home. I'll probably lose 10 grand if I go to fucking Vegas. You cut out for a second.
I said it sounds like you want to do a lot of things for free.
Yeah, I'm big into that. I'm what they call a mooch.
What do you expect everybody else to debt also?
What's that?
What do you want us in debt also? Is that how you roll?
Yeah. I like to make you problems and get rid of me problems.
Yeah.
It's been a goal of mine since I was like 10.
Uh-oh, I can't hear you. I'm going over here now. Oh, I'm in a chair.
I think you were better over here. Soapy,
over
is
here?
Cecil? People are asking, am I Jewish? Yes, I'm an Orthodox Jew. That's why I wanted Chrissy to ask me anything.
That's why you want to do everything for free.
No, I'm not. I'm not Jewish. I'm Italian.
Okay, that's better.
Wait.
You guys have better food.
We have better food? Yeah, fuck yeah, we do.
Yeah, what food do the Jews do? Matzahs? Matzo balls?
Matzo ball soup.
Matzo ball soup. Gefilte fish.
Bagels.
Bagels. Those
That's
are
big.
All foods. Thinly sliced salmon, also known as
Lox. Yeah. I've people are saying Cecil's accent is New York Jewish. Definitely. I've had friends, I grew up, in New York, so I've had Jewish friends my entire since childhood. And I'm so sorry. But I remember like in my 20s, one of my friends' parents finding out I wasn't Jewish. They were like, "What?"
Oh, someone said they came here for my boobs. All right, here they are.
Yeah.
Small lounge chair. There you go.
There we go.
Now they're smushed.
I
There's
think
a woman here, and I want to find where she is. Maybe I'll take another lap and try to find her. So there's a woman here who Frank thinks is 80 years old, but she moves like a younger woman, and I think she's like maybe late 50s, maybe early 60s. She's just like very thin, very tan, a little bit like Skeletor vibes.
I'm listening.
She's in like a very gaudy bikini.
She's got mummy
Always
Does she have
a
mummy
bikini.
mouth?
You know, I haven't
She-
looked at her mouth. I haven't. Her,
She doesn't have
her
like
face,
the.
I feel it's very taut. Like she's probably had a lot of work done.
Hmm.
And so I'm gonna try to find her so you guys can guess how old she is. Maybe I will take a lab and we can see if we can find Skeletor. Okay.
All right,
Read the
people are
super-
upset.
Thanks
People
for not
were-
being me, Corn Pop. There's a bee on my hand. There's a bee on my hand. There's a bee on my hair.
Freak out and antagonize it.
There's a bee on my head.
That lady's here running around.
All right, we gotta look for her. I'm gonna go look for Skeletor. Crystal, come with me.
I'll come with you.
Come with me, Cecil.
Fine. I mean, you had me at
Come fly with me.
you had me at Skeletor.
Come fly away. Obligatory boob shot, or else I lose my funding. This here is Crystal. This is going to be my sister-in-law. She'll be my sister by law. By law. So by law, I have to share clothes with her.
Is she marrying your brother or your sister?
We gotta talk about boys here. By law. Don't we look related? By law.
Yes.
So we're looking for Skeletor, Crystal.
Is that Frank's sister?
I'm gonna be quiet. No, this is good. This is Frank's brother's fiance. Frank doesn't have any sisters, only brothers. So we're looking for Skeletor. Those guys are checking out. Oh, a butterfly is here, which means my mom is here. Okay.
What if Skeletor?
She's very thin, very tan, and give us a bikini. Body? Yeah.
From your description,
Try to find her and nonchalantly point the camera at her so that the chat can guess her age.
from your description, there's a 90% chance I dated her.
She's also always at the bar. So she's dyed black hair. I'm thinking 80-year-olds are not going to the bar as often as she is, which makes me think she's late 50s. Is she widowed? I don't know. I can't tell by looking at her.
Either way, I don't have to pull out. She sounds like a real catch.
She's hands in hand, drink in a hand. She always has like a gold bikini on. All right, keep an eye out.
What if she's a fan and she's been watching and she's just in tears now?
Well, then she should alert myself to her presence. She should be like, hey. All right, that lady's very thin but not tan.
Chrissy, based on your description, Skeletor always at the bar, could be between 50 and 80. There's a good chance I dated her. That's in my wheel. That's in my wheelhouse.
All right, now I also maybe do I look like a creep right now walking around with a phone on the bar, like walking around the pool with a phone? This guy here with a bucket on his head. Yeah, not yet.
Wait, is that why you're up there for a wedding?
What?
Are you up there for a wedding?
No, we're just up here.
Is that like a
there are
place?
A lot of family reunions.
Oh, it's a family reunion. Okay.
It's like a family resort. It's a resort and conference center.
Are you near Howe Caverns?
Am I near what?
Howe Caverns?
We're in Callicoon. We're actually near where Woodstock happens.
Oh, okay.
All right, we can't find Skeletor.
Are you by like
when
Wyndham?
I do see her, she is in the bar. Are we near Wyndham? Maybe. Hunter Mountain area? Like we're near Bethel Woods, near Woodstock.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly where you are. Okay.
I haven't seen her at all. Is she in the pool? Maybe she would. She looks like a pool type. She looks like she just likes to, like a lizard, get hot.
Yes.
Oh, there she is. Oh my god, there she is. There she is. She's headed to the bar. All right. Do it. I gotta turn this camera around. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I want to see all of her leathery goodness,
All right.
like
All
a
right,
saddlebag with eyes.
She's getting away. She's getting away. Oh, okay. She's here. All right, I'm gonna be
She
really
looks like
quiet.
a small boy.
She's in. All right, I'm gonna follow her now. All right, she's in a beige colored bikini. She's got.
Hold on, let me get my shorts off. Hold
black
on.
hair, up in a bun.
Man, this place is crowded.
Hold on. I have to be. Don't be. I have to be low key here. Incognito. All right. So she's spotted. She's right there. She's holding a thing of curly fries.
Pretend you're reading a newspaper.
I don't have a newspaper. Okay, I'm gonna walk by her. I'm gonna wait for her to sit down, and then I'm gonna walk by her. Crystal, you wave as a distraction to make it look like we're in selfie mode. All right, Crystal, look at the camera. Wave to Grandma. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Grandma. We miss you. Grandma,
Yeah.
we hope you can come next year.
Cecil like you.
Look at how pretty this pool is. We wish you were here.
Cecil like you.
Get Grandpa.
Yeah.
Crystal. This is Crystal. Do you have Grandma? Ask her if Grandma has her dress for the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Grandma, you have to get teal. You have to get like a peacock teal color.
Grandma like you.
All right,
Grandma.
we're gonna show you the rest of the pool.
Grandma would.
All right, look.
Grandma, you could be laying with us right now.
All right, we did it, guys.
All right.
Wow,
Well done.
Yeah, this is like the biggest accomplishment of my whole summer, to be totally honest. That was Crystal. You played that perfectly. That was so good.
Yeah.
I've never been prouder. I've never been prouder of us.
That's a
So what do we
Woodstock
think?
8. That's a
Age-wise.
Woodstock 8.
Hold on, did we get a good look at her? Did we get a good look? You guys get a good sense. Wow,
Yeah, you got a great look. Not only
wow, 90 plus, at least 70. Damn.
yeah, not only were you
That was so
are you
perfect.
you are in Woodstock, but that chick was at Woodstock.
Mentally, she's still there. So, Cecil, how old do you think Skeletor was?
Easily 73 or above.
73 or up. The chat is saying 90 plus. She probably doesn't even know what selfie mode is.
Yeah, she had it going on as far as I was concerned.
You gotta see. Would you hit it? 80. Hyper Race is 80.
I mean, I would hit it if it came near me, sure, with like a tennis racket or something.
87. Wow. Someone thinks 49, 45. How old do you think she is, Crystal?
What if she got up and said, "Are you Chrissie Mayr? I'm a huge fan of yours."
Heavily, and
She
she's
does
probably at least 76.
I would say
She looks
mid
I think she's
70s,
like late 50s.
Yeah.
late
Yeah.
50s. No, that face was cool.
She's just like, I think what she's eating right now is like the only thing she'll eat all day. It's like random
No.
curly fries, and then she'll have like rye whiskey when she gets
That's
home.
her survival kit.
Yeah.
Whiskey, no ice.
She's a bit of a health nut.
You gotta be a health nut to look snatched at 80.
I mean, she's all right. I mean, you couldn't tell whether she was 50 or 80.
Oh, we got
so she,
Crystal Simpson in the chat. Yeah. She's right there. But you gotta give her credit for wearing a blinged out bathing suit.
yeah.
I killed my husband. I would have looked nice.
Yeah, she's like, you know what? I gotta use this insurance money for something. He would want me to be happy. So what if I...
She's like dragging a cigarette. My author died. God bless his soul. He fell down the stairs and stabbed himself 30 times.
Cecil, it's the best you're gonna do. Wow. I think Cecil could land that. Land that, babe.
Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you.
I think you could land that, babe, with your mask on.
I think I got a better chance with the mask on.
Chrissie Mayr is officially a Crystal Sim. We're gonna see Crystal's boobs pretty soon.
We are. Is that a
No,
coming attraction for things to
I
come?
meant as a Twitter handle. All right, one more time. As a palette cleanser from that old lady. Should we walk past her again? Let's walk past her again.
No, we got her. You got her really well. Like I could pick her out of a police lineup right now. You got her really well. You don't really have to go back.
I got to turn this camera around.
Like when you guys were doing the high grandma shit, you were like locked on her.
Oh, I know. We were like, yeah, we were locked in. All right, now when I start walking, when I say start waving, start waving. Wait, did she get away?
She's going into management. Being like, these two lesbians keep videotaping me.
All right, Crystal. All right, tell Grandma that we have the guest room ready for her whenever she wants to come.
Yeah. I got a guest room ready for this one.
It's completely comfortable. We just got the AC in there. You're gonna have a great time.
Getting away.
She looks like Nancy Pelosi's skeleton.
Damn, is the jig up for me?
Yeah. You know who that? You know what that is, Chrissy. Once a year, Nancy Pelosi lets her skeleton out to go on vacation.
The jig is up for me, I think.
I think so.
I think I can't do that.
You don't want to push it. You got it. You already got it good the first time. Go back for seconds and you blow it.
She moves like a young lady. Yeah. So Frank, upon further inspection, thinks that she's younger.
She moves like she's 30 years old, but she looks like she's been left in the sun for.
That were the.
I think what Frank is saying is she's very lithe and sexy, is what he's trying to say.
It's my ring back because he wants to see if it fits Skeletor.
You should follow her around.
Follow her around, but she's gonna get wise.
No, she'll go. You don't want to get chucked out of here for harassing someone.
Crystal next week.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hi.
Oh, there's a little kid grabbing at you.
I got a new friend.
Oh. Remember when you could just run around in a diaper?
Oh, it's a diaper. You got a diaper under
oh yeah.
Who says I can't?
Yeah, so he just ran up to me and grabbed my leg.
Which leg?
Are you my daddy?
I could be.
Skeletor's back in the seat.
Skeletor. I don't know how to think.
My new friend.
Aw, he likes you. He's like, be my dada.
It was delicious.
Hold on. Daddy.
Daddy. I used to, when I was younger, call the UPS driver daddy. And he was a black man. I would run out onto the front lawn every time the UPS driver pulled up. I'd be like, Daddy! I don't know why I called him this.
Take me away.
Yeah. Well, these clams are still here. We gotta throw these old clams away. All right.
You would call the UPS driver daddy?
Yeah, I honestly don't know why. I was so little. I might have been like 4 years old. And I would run up and be like, Daddy! And he was black. And then all the neighbors would come out and like look at what I was doing. And be like, what the fuck? I think, you know what I think was? I think I called him Daddy and then I got a laugh and then I leaned into it.
Yep. You're a comedian.
Like, I think I was very hip to like, oh, this is my setup, by the way. Behold.
Yeah. You were a comic even at an early age. You were like, this works. I'm getting a reaction.
Yeah, it was funny out the gate. Okay, guys. Cecil.
You put that in.
Coming
You put
up?
that
What
in
do you have
your.
to plug?
What's that? I have
What do
nothing
you have
to plug.
You always have something to
Jack
plug.
show. When's Jack show?
When's the Jack show?
Jack show is next week. Stop filming me, you bitch. The Jack Show is next week, Thursday night at 11 on Anna, that Star Wars Girls channel.
Was that supposed to be a Skeletor voice?
It is.
That's pretty good. All right, cool.
It's excellent.
That's cute. This has been Chrissy by the Pool. Thank you for watching. I'm slightly buzzed.
Member stream.
Member stream is tonight at 8 o'clock. You still have time to join as a gold member and
Join for a day, then unsubscribe.
join for a day, then unsubscribe. I don't recommend it, but it's technically a way to enjoy it.
Get your members out.
Yeah, get your members ready for the member stream. Get them lubed up.
Jesus Christ.
And then Simcast Sunday at 7.
Sydney Watson.
Wait, Sunday at 9. Sydney
Watson's
Watson will be on Simcast this Sunday. That's gonna be fun. Sydney is popping her Simcast cherry. And then Wet Spot Monday at 7.
Who do you got coming on?
I don't know. I think I have to book people.
Did you say Zia? Or
You know, wait, hold on a second. You gave me the old switcheroo. You invited me on Wet Spot and you weren't even there.
I know.
Come on Monday.
Come on Monday. I'll definitely be there on Monday.
But you got guests already.
No, not really. I think it's just Zia and whatever Amy, but I definitely have room for you.
No, I'll let you know tomorrow.
Come on Monday. I'll be there.
Fool me once.
Think about it.
All right, I'll think about it.
We'll go to Sullivan's and everything.
I'll be
Okay.
there.
Frank will be there. The filing cabinet.
Yeah. All right.
Cabinet.
I'm very close.
Yes, it's gonna be a whole thing.
All right. I think I might be there.
All right, good.
Okay.
That's what I like to hear. All right, love you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Take care. Bye, Chrissy. Have fun. Are we off? All right.
No, we're just there. Frank's doing a slow motion like button pushing move.